This time someone did answer. But the voice that came from behind the door wasn't human. "Hello," the voice said. "Who's there?" Startled. "City." Then he heard a noise. Footsteps on the roof above him. Whoever or whatever was up there seemed to be moving around. At least it looked like the picture that was on the app. Silence. Then the voice boomed, startling him. A tall, narrow house with what appeared to be a red door. Except now it looked more like a black door. And where there should have been windows, there were none. There was no way out except through the other end. The creature was upon him, blocking his every move. In a panic, he swung his arms wildly, hoping to land a lucky punch. But the creature was too fast. The wound on his palm throbbed, reminding him that it was real. He looked around. The sky was filled with the pink and orange hues of sunrise. People strolled along the sidewalk, sipping coffee from paper cups. A group of kids ran past, chasing a stray dog. Life went on as normal. It was big like a bear, yet agile like a cat. Its eyes glowed an eerie red in the darkness. Adrenaline pumping through his veins. Salem watched in horror as the doorknob began to turn. He squeezed through, hoping it would lead to a street. Maybe then he could. Just a strange darkness behind the blackness of the door. Taking a deep breath, then he looked around. He fell onto the ground, scraping his palm. He could hear the heavy breathing. Something big was out there, and it was getting closer. As he turned to go back, he saw it. But now it looked different. It seemed smaller, less menacing. And as Salem stared at it, the image began to blur. The house morphed into a corner building, then a row of shops. And when he blinked, the shops were gone, replaced by a busy street lined with cars and people going about their day. He took another deep breath, trying to calm himself down. It was probably just some big cat, like a stray tiger from the zoo. For example, they had those here in Jeddah. Or maybe it was a monkey. Those made a lot of noise at night, too. As if to prove his point, the sound of heavy footsteps came again, followed by loud meowing. But then Salem heard something else. A low, guttural growl that sent shivers down his spine. Whatever was up there wasn't a stray cat. That much was clear. Then the growling stopped. And after what felt like an eternity, the footsteps came again. Closer this time. "Hello," Salem called out, his voice shaking. "Delivery." The door opened slowly, revealing a pitch-black void. The growling started again, louder now. Salem stumbled back, tripping over the welcome mat. Suddenly, the air grew cold. Salem gasped and scrambled. Backward, hitting the wall. The growling stopped. "Who's there?" Taking a shaky breath, Salem stood up. He had two choices, run or hide. He chose hide. He darted between the houses. He ran until his lungs burned, until his legs screamed for mercy. Finally, he found an opening between two buildings. But when Salem came out on the other side, he found himself in a dark, narrow alley. Salem turned to run, but it was too late. When Salem finally dared to open his eyes, the alley was empty. Had it all been a dream? Salem rubbed his aching head. And for a moment, Salem was happy just to be a part of it. Suddenly,